but like kind of limiting what people are watching, because like before I used to get a lot of people like sharing. It's like they don't even see it. Kind of, it's weird.
Yeah, and it's like one thing I post is gonna get like, 6, 7, 8 likes, and then the next thing that's far more mind blowing is gonna get 0. Like no one's gonna see it at all.
Yeah,
because they're not showing it to anyone.
And I could hashtag the shit out of it, and it's still.
Yeah.
Man.
All right. Well, we're going now. So.
All right.
I recorded that last bit too. That's good. We'll be able to use it maybe. All right. So, hey everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Sorry, it's been quite a while since I've posted anything on this channel. I know people have been asking for me to do new videos, and I've really been wanting to do new videos, but well, unfortunately, I had a bit of a hard drive issue a couple months back, so wasn't really able to do anything shortly after I posted my last video there. And now I've got a new hard drive, so ready to go. Lots of room, everything's cleared up. I've been really busy in the garden. I've been working on all sorts of other videos and stuff, and for those of you who know from my trip to Mexico, I have been working on all sorts of Mexico videos. But yeah, anyway, so I'm hoping I can still recover that stuff off my old hard drive at some point. I'm hoping my buddy's able to fix it. He said he'd give it a try, so we'll see what we can do. Anyways, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. It's been quite a while since I've posted anything on here. I think last time I posted a video I had around 400. Now I got over 1,200, so thank you all.
That's awesome.
Thank you all.
That's awesome.
And I'd like to keep the content rolling on this channel, of course. I'd like to keep it as original as possible. And of course, it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on. So I'll probably start mirroring some videos as well, just to keep things going. I'm thinking I'm probably going to mirror this one video that I posted on my other channel, Plant Matters. I think it's kind of suitable message to post on this channel as well. Well, anyways, I'll leave links to everything else I've been working on my other channels down in the description for anyone who's interested in that. But we're going to get on with it here, and I'd like to introduce my good buddy Marcus Geb Aton. Take it away, buddy.
How's it going, everybody? It's Geb Aton. Crazy Life of Geb Aton. We're still smoking. Here with Nick, just helping support the channel. Like he said, even with myself, I've been busy a lot too. I haven't been able to do a lot of the things that I've wanted to do. I've been busy with gardening. Everybody knows with the pandemic that's going on and stuff like that. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that, they've put aside some of their goals and stuff because of certain circumstances right now. But the world still goes round and life ain't gonna stop, so it's a good time to get back into it. I've, I used to shoot off of my little Samsung, and, I had to get rid of that today. It was no good. Leaving me with the opportunity to now shoot with the GoPro and stuff, that's what I was wanting to do. And I, got to stay focused on the goals and stuff, so, here supporting Nick's channel, my channel, making sure we get as much information out to the people as we can, because right now, more than ever, I think people need to be informed of some of the things that have been blinded to them, so to say, because it's not some easy times we're living in right now. And excuse my voice, it's because I was one of the people out there putting their point across at the protest in Edmonton at the legislature, so forgive my voice. It's getting a little better. It's not the COVID. If anything, it's the chronic cough, but because I am Rasta. and everything's life, you know, plants everything. So I'm just letting the people know. So go ahead, Nick. We can talk about whatever, anything and whatever. It don't matter to me.
Well, first of all, something that I really wanted to share was your story about the whole take a knee thing at the ledge and how it just didn't really feel right. And I've been talking about this. I know you've been talking about this. People have been talking about this. The idea is kind of getting out there. It seems sort of off-putting. It's a little almost ritualistic when you look into it, and especially considering when you think about how the whole taking a knee is what started this whole thing to begin with, taking a knee on the neck of George Floyd, killing that man by taking a knee. That is what started all this, right? And now it's just seems a little symbolic and a little off-putting, and I know lots of people have been talking about that, and I'd like to hear your story, and then we can get a little more into detail about that.
Yeah, well, like I said, I went out there, and even before I went out there, I was at a crossroads. I didn't know if I wanted to go because of just being conscious, and I know that, to me, my opinion is this is pretty much something that's been planned everywhere. So I already was kind of iffy about going. I wanted to show my respect because it was a Black Lives Matter protest, right, so to say. I don't want to look like I was letting my people down because I didn't want to, honestly, I didn't want to go. I was like, they set this stuff up. They put the bricks out there. They set everybody up for, you know, we could go into the martial law, New World Order, all that other stuff. But about the protest, when I didn't want to go, but I made the decision that, okay, fine, I'll go. Because two other people that I knew wanted to go, and I said, all right, you know, like, I'll go because I really want to see exactly like what's up. If there's anybody that I might see maybe a little fishy undercover, kind of, you know. Because there are people out there to sort of get you riled up, maybe, to distract, to divert from the message. I wanted to see if maybe I could find one of the, you know, some of these people that are, you know. So I went out there, and I think after the first 20 minutes I was there, they announced on the mic that we were over 10,000 people. They weren't expecting that many people to be there whatsoever. And I was like, wow, this is pretty powerful. And they had some powerful talks. You know, there was a person there that I know, or we know. I won't have to say no names because it's just you and me talking right now. But, you know, so it was a very powerful speech that a lot of people had to deliver, right? And then it came to a point where they said, well, we'd like everybody to take a knee of silence. I had no problem with, you know, like, going there and showing my respect. And right before, and this is another thing, before I went there, I was like, I did a video saying, you almost caught me, Babylon. You almost got me again, Matrix, because I had unplugged from the Matrix a while back. And I was like, oh, you almost got me, you know what I mean? And the same thing happened. I went down to take the knee, and I was like, wait a second. And then my conscience hit me. I was like, what the hell are you doing? And I got back up, and I stood up. There was another group of people, a very small group, I'd say maybe 7 or 8 people. They didn't kneel either. And I thought to myself, I was like, this kneeling thing, do I really want to be in the position, fist up, because that's how they did it. They kneeled down with their fist up. Do I really want to be in the position that cop was in to prove a point? Or if we're trying to make a point, shouldn't it be we laying down on our bellies with our hands tied behind our back, saying, Mama, I can't breathe, I want my mama? As opposed to being the cop in the position that the cop was, and you're giving him power with the fist. It didn't sit right with me.
No.
I couldn't do it. my conscience wouldn't allow me to do it. And then we start hearing like woo, and it's supposed to be it's supposed to be silent, right, people? Like moment of silence. I heard people on this side of me. Let me tell you, I was right in the middle, close to the stage. There was nowhere for me to go, really, if I wanted to get the hell out of there. I could hear people around me. They had to get on the mic and say, yo, listen, people, focus your attention up here on the stage. Don't worry about those people out there. It's not their fault that they're lost and confused. And then the people, I could hear them, and I was like, oh man. And I'm no word of a lie. I don't get shook very easily. But when I knew the numbers of people that were around me, I started to get a little nervous.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That would be a little scary.
But this is the thing. I know very well. I always root for the underdog. You know what I mean? I know that there's a lot more sheep out there than there are wolves.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm Rasta, and Rasta believes, kind of almost like Buddhist, kind of, that everything is one, from the trees to the animals, to humans, to the plants, to have respect for everything, and that it's life, only up and forward, never down and backwards. When you're kneeling down for one thing, just kneeling down for one thing, that in itself, you're kneeling to a king, you're kneeling to a god. You know what I mean? Like,
kneeling is a sign of submission.
Kneeling is
always
a sign
has
of something. Been. And then, it's very, and I was like, this is very ritualistic. Holy shit, they got 15, close to over 10,000 people kneeling down. I was like, no, no freaking way. I should lay down on my stomach. That's what I should have done. Put my hands behind my back. For all the booing I got and stuff like that. And I had to do a video when I got home. That, yo, you guys, man. Like, I showed love just like everybody else did. Black, white, purple, yellow, green, it doesn't matter. I was out there showing love like everybody else. And it was supposed to be a peaceful protest. And for people to boo and to shun me, I knew I was in the right spot, bro. I knew I was in the right spot.
Yeah.
When I had people hating on me like that, where did the anger come from? And then when I got home, you had sent me a couple of videos. And one of them I was watching was that how it's almost a Masonic ritual type of thing. And that these sort of type of rituals that they do, fire is involved. And I started thinking about the riots, how they were set up, and that everything was burning around there, right? Because when you're doing ritualistic things, you want elements in there too, and fire is a good one. And then I realized, wait a second, when I was standing up like that, and everybody was down in that position, and I kind of looked around, there was torches. They had fire burning all around us. That's some conscious stuff right there. That's it was broad daylight. Why are you burning torches for? And they hold all their little tiny type of gatherings in that one little spot, and it's surrounded by torches, and they light them all the time. That's ritualistic stuff, whether they like it or not. It's kind of like, I don't want to be knocking too much at anything or religion or anything like that, but it's kind of like the word amen. If you go far enough back, it means something other than what some people think. And so it didn't sit right with me, that kneeling thing, man. I was like, no, I can't get in the same position. It's almost like they were all giving praise to the cop. So weird. The way they were, it was like they were, it wasn't even about him. It was, and then to call me lost and confused. I did a video and I said, yeah, that was me, everybody. That was me standing up there. And nowhere am I lost or confused. I think y'all's the ones that are lost and confused. But it was a very nerve-wracking thing. I swear, every hair on my body stood up.
Oh, I could imagine.
Something about it, man. It didn't seem right. It didn't feel right. That energy, I felt it. Every hair on my body stood up. The back of my dreads on my hair, oh man, like a cat. Yeah. The energy, I felt the energy around me, man.
Quite
and
the story.
You know, we're people that will look into things, you know?
Yeah.
Like symbols. They all, even this, I could say, well, I like it because it reminds me of a pineapple tree or something. And I'm going to call it a pineapple tree. It doesn't really work like that. Even with like the Star of David, the hexagon, stuff like that. You might like it, but you can't really change the fact of what it is. And if you go and do a little research and a little digging, you'll find out a lot of stuff that they do these days are very ritualistic. And it's right there in front of your eyes. They do it right in front of you.
Yeah, and most people have no idea.
Right.
They don't even care to notice.
Yeah,
and when people point it out, we're crazy.
Yeah, it's like you could be in your house your whole life and never leaving or have no windows and no doors and never left your house and ask me, what color is the sky? And I could tell you it's green all day. Unless you go outside to look for yourself and see that it's blue, you're always going to think that the sky is green. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just a little bit of digging. Like, some people might get mad that George Floyd had a Masonic tattoo on his chest. If we talk, like, people could get mad that we say that. Like, what's that having anything to do with? He had, well, it stands for chaos. What is it?
Order out of chaos. I could find a photo of it here even.
Yeah, and isn't that not some? That's what a coincidence, is it not? And then the kneeling, and then the fires. You got thousands and thousands of people kneeling and almost in a praise. People used to do that to the gods. You know what I mean?
It's like they're conditioning us, getting us used to it again, preparing people for.
Bowing down is never a good sign, people.
No, we shouldn't be. Free people don't kneel to no one. Free people stand strong together.
Yes.
It reminds me of actually a video I just watched earlier. It was an old JFK speech, and I don't know. I can share a link to it at the bottom of this video here, but you know, it's about people, all people, every race, black, white, pink, purple, green, don't matter what color. The human race standing together, standing strong, and not kneeling to no one. And the fact that people, why is it kneeling for this cause? Why does it come down to kneeling?
The COVID, and then its ultimate control, man.
Yep.
They got everybody submitting.
That's exactly what it is too. And it's like the COVID scare wasn't working. Like you know, people weren't scared enough of the COVID, so they needed to initiate the next thing, like race war now, right? And
yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. Yeah.
And then you look at half the things that are going on, all the violence, all the fires, it's all being paid for. It's all bought and paid for. Some of the buildings that were burned down in Minneapolis there, what was it? Like the Target, and I think there was a tire shop or something, a few places that were just recently bought by a certain person. I'm not going to name any names here, but I'm sure lots of people would know who I'm talking about if they looked into it. And same person is hiring people to go out to these protests and start these fires and start all this violence and all this stuff, right?
Yeah. This is funny. I did a video it was yesterday. I posted it on Instagram, and you can watch it. When I started talking about what you like, kind of what you were saying, like, okay, right before you said not mention no names, but and you all you can't hear nothing you just said after that. Watch my video on Instagram. Right when I did the same thing, I started to talk like that. I went, whoa. and you went, yeah. We'll watch this over, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah.
You always got to check over.
And
Sometimes
people,
things
coincidence or coincidence not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, that was something else. Yeah, but the balance. People, if they want to research it for themselves, I'm sure, like, you know, you can Google it, type it in, like, type in. I'm sure if I went to my phone, I typed in what is the ritualistic meaning of kneeling down or getting down on one knee. I'm sure I'll find something.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And that's so weird. It's so weird, man, because everybody was standing like this. This is it's the power fist, okay? You got people kneeling down doing this. It's like, just, I don't know, that's just, it seems not right in any way. The whole point, Bob Marley says, so now you see the light, stand up for your rights.
Stand up for your rights, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now that you see the light, stand up for your rights. That light is seeing the truth.
And that's what it's always been, is standing up for your rights.
Their bullshit.
Right?
Because when you start seeing that, and you can start seeing it, you'll see it everywhere, and you'll start seeing them for who they truly are. And then you don't want to be bowing down. You don't want to be kneeling down to nobody. Even the knights, I forget what it was when you kneel down. It's like when they're knighting you for like certain things and stuff like that. Yep. But that fire thing blew me away. When they were talking about the significance of rituals and why the flame is lit and why there's fires, it's like I went back in time in my brain when I was standing there up by myself and I was looking around and they had torches burning all around us to manifest, maybe, to, like, you know,
pulling in some sort of energy or yeah.
Manifestation's a very big thing. Whether God is real or not, if there's enough people that think that he is, this is a whole different subject, right? But manifestation, you can conjure up stuff, you know, like rocks, element, they all do certain things. Our bodies are energy. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do, and if you have a lot of people doing ritualistic stuff and concentrating hard enough, I'm pretty sure you can make some funky stuff happen.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like I got in crap. Like my sister messaged me the next day. I'm putting her on blast right now. She called me. What are you doing? I said, yo, calm down, man. The point is, like, whether I should have went or shouldn't have, I'm glad, kind of, because even when I didn't want to go, I'm kind of glad that I went, because it showed me myself that I'm still not falling for the system's traps. I'm the one right here. Hello, you don't got me. All eyes on me now. You know what I mean? That's how we know the one who, okay, those guys right there, those ones that aren't kneeling, we're going for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad I had glasses on and a mask and everything. People were talking around me, they're like, oh, this and that, and smoking and COVID, and good thing you're wearing a mask. I was like, let's get one thing straight. I'm not wearing this mask for COVID. I'm wearing this mask so the cameras don't see who the hell I am. They had drones flying around, counting bodies. That's how they knew how many people were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of a thing.
I'm surprised that nobody's seen the video footage yet, because I was standing no more than 25 feet away from Edmonton Journal and everything. They were filming me. Like,
oh, really?
For a while, for a good half an hour. He was even pointing. The director guy was pointing, saying, "Shut up, that guy right there." I'm like, "Yo, don't focus on your attention here."
I'm sure we're gonna see something somewhere here soon.
Not only because my friend we spelled this sign wrong. I'm the one that... This is the problem when you don't write your own signs. You come over to my house to pick me up and say, "Hey, Marcus, write me a sign, please." Do it yourself. Remember, I'm Geb Aton, and we still smoking. The whole time, even when the cop was holding the sign, it says, "I can't breath." Nobody could have told us. Anybody out there couldn't have said, "Hey, buddy." We had no help from nobody. It was fun.
Everyone gets the idea.
Exactly, yeah. But yes, I'm glad I was laughing after that. Because I was trying to think of an escape plan. I was like, they're all kneeling down, they ain't going to get up. Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been pretty crazy. Yeah. But anyways, I was thinking maybe we'll take a quick break here. I was just going to run to the bathroom and grab another drink here.
Oh, and
for sure. We'll come back, and I was just looking there on my phone for some ideas, but maybe we'll talk about the whole alien deception kind of thing that,
I like that.
Seems very...
Yeah.
I've been seeing lots of interesting posts about space and aliens and UFOs and stuff again lately, and it's pretty interesting that we have this recent SpaceX, NASA launch and all this stuff going on. So I think we should get into that a little bit.
That's why on my page I posted about Anunnaki.
So we actually decided we would just end it off there for today and continue on with these other topics in the next video. We're looking forward to doing some more podcast style videos like this together in the future. So check out Marcus's channel, Geb Aton, and show him some love over there. And if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace and love.